Welcome to the David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
What's up, everybody? So, Turkey Day is around the corner. And Christmas is around the corner. Henceforth, the shirt. The bottle's in the way. Yay.
There we go.
There we go. That's better. All right, cool. These wonderful, lovely ladies, we had them at CMA Fest. And let me tell you, the ruckus these three raised when they walked in the room is just amazing.
So we just going to jump in, tell them
We
the
just
truth,
going to jump into it. And everybody, please welcome Chapel Hart to the show.
Hello.
Oh, Lord.
Were we really that? Were we that really that rambunctious?
Oh, we was laughing about it. Y'all walk in and everybody started erupting and everything else, you know, and we were just.
Everybody always say they always hear us before they see us.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
True.
Chapel Hart's back.
There you go.
It was a lot of fun, though. Did y'all have fun?
We had
yeah.
some fun. We had some fun.
Did y'all play on any stages?
Did we play?
Yes, we did
did.
Nissan Stadium.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
See?
Let me tell you what. I am tired, okay? Because I don't know how I forgot.
Yeah, we did Nissan Stadium, and we also did the 50 years of the Opry House.
Oh,
panel
yeah.
with the Opry. And when I say that was such an honor, because they had Jeannie Seeley, which I feel like she probably helped build the Opry House. Jeannie Seeley's everything Opry. It was Jeannie Seeley, Mark Wills, T. Graham Brown, and then us. I was like,
Yeah.
well, what do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much historical in that Opry. It's crazy.
It's like, you know, I feel like I always tell people, if you want to get me talking, you bring up the Grand Ole Opry and I am gone. But I said it's one of my favorite places in the world, and not only just because of the history and the people who have walked the backstage, the souls that are there, like that. But it's being able to walk past Vince Gill's room and he goes, "Hey girls, come here, what you doing?" And then like you stop in, he asks you like, you know, how's everybody doing? How's dad doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, when people go, man, it's a fan, like, you know, being at the Grand Ole Opry, it's like family. Like it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And
we can't forget about the Opry Dogs.
oh my gosh, I tell every so often we go somewhere and I say, Dev passed out one day and we needed to know if she could, like, if she was gone or not, so we waved an Opry dog in her face and she jumped up. She loves them Opry dogs, okay,
Man.
which is of all the history there.
Yeah.
Dev will be like, and don't you forget about
I'm gonna
those
always
Opry
make
dogs.
sure.
They are historic.
Yeah, look.
Well, say that's what's wild, because in my family, I've got actually a little bit of history with the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh really?
Wilma Briggs was my great aunt,
Okay.
and she's actually on the record when Elvis Presley came to the Grand Ole Opry the first time. She told him straight to his face,
Oh Lord.
"You'll never make it in this business." She ate them words, I'm telling you. She ate them words big time. I
He
laughed.
told her to his face.
I knew it was downhill when you said she told him to his face. I was like,
Yep,
oh,
that's it.
And Wilma didn't care.
like
She's gonna
a
let you know.
auntie.
She didn't.
surely
She was one of them older women that just
Feisty.
she'd tell you just like it was. She didn't care.
Sounds like her and Tree would have been good friends.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
look.
Yes.
It'd have been awesome.
Oh my goodness.
I miss her. She was a hoot. But anyway, that's how it goes. How was Japan?
Oh my.
Man.
Japan, I think, is part of our problem. Like, there's
Definitely a huge part of the problem.
So it's a 16-hour difference.
Oh,
from
jet
here.
lag.
And it's a day ahead. So it has taken us like a week. We're a little bit over a week, and I think we're just getting to where we're like, okay, like we're gonna kind of get back to normal. But man, I have been shook up.
I can imagine.
I'm like, I tell people, don't ask me questions, because I don't know if I can like sensibly tell you the answer, and
Yeah.
I don't hardly know nothing half the time anyway. But
And
I feel like one day it might have been like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and we all went to sleep, and then that was it. So we were done.
We just
Well, I've had several artists tell me when you go over like Europe or Australia or stuff like that, the jet lag is just terrible.
I don't think Europe. We thought Europe was bad until we did Japan.
Europe
Yeah.
ain't bad at all.
Europe is a cakewalk in
Heck,
comparison.
Europe is all. California is a hard one for me. Going over 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, kills me every time.
It drives me nuts.
That's how it was for the longest. Whenever, because we were in Switzerland not too long ago with Little Big Town, and like people were like, "Is the jet lag bad?" It's like, no, 2 hours are going from California to New York. That 1 to 3 hours.
Oh,
It didn't ruin
And
me for
so-
a month, but like 6 hours, that's fine. But 16?
yeah, and
That's
so,
another ball game.
but so we went to
What? Oh.
There we go. We went to pass it to me. But we went to Japan to play for the troops.
Right.
And it was absolutely the honor of our lives, and we got a chance to play for some of or for the military and their families. And so just I always say, like, if it's only but an hour or an hour and 30 minutes that we're there, that you're in this safe space that you get to listen to great music and dance with your family, dance with your kids, dance with your wife, and and if we can create that environment for them for just like, even if it's just for an hour and a half, like just to watch the looks on their faces and watch them watch their children dance and put their hands in the air. It's one of the most beautiful things. And
It's just that little bit of normal, that really resonates with them big time.
yeah.
I almost forgot what word I was fixing to say.
There you go. Look.
but exactly what you said, it's like for that hour and a half, like it completely took them away from the world, from the having to get up and work, everything you have to do, because I mean they are there on behalf of us as a nation, and they are working pedal to the metal all day every day. But like you said, just being able to watch them just let loose. It's like,
And see, I've heard a lot of people say, all during their touring and everything else, whenever they went and played for the troops, that quickly became their highlight because they loved the troops so much.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And just to watch how much they appreciate you for coming. I had a joke going. I said, we hopped 132 flights. We about to have a good time. And they all laughed because they said, we know the how many flights you got to take to get over here.
Oh, yeah.
I said, we did not hop 132 flights to not have a good time tonight. So come on, get up and get on this dance floor.
Y'all lucky I wasn't there. I'd have had all the single soldiers up front with signs, marry me.
There you go. There you go. But but again, like, also to any of them listening, thank you so much to all of our servicemen and women who protect and serve. And so we always say, if there's anything that we can do, let us know. But it is the honor of our life to be able to do so.
I love that.
Yeah.
And the way y'all come on. I mean, see, I haven't seen y'all on stage yet. I've just seen like the YouTube videos and stuff.
Oh, so
really?
But that air y'all carry with y'all is electrifying,
Oh my gosh.
So I could just really just imagine how y'all are actually on stage.
I always tell people, it kind of feels like if your best friend from college, like,
had a real big fancy house, first of all.
or it's like if we all got together in maybe Dolly Parton's living room or something.
Yeah.
But it feels like our show kind of feels like your best friend from college if they were singers and you were like going over. So it's super interactive.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, we call it the Chapel Hart experience. You'll probably laugh, you'll cry, and before you leave out there, you probably dance a little bit, even if you're not a dancer. So
well, hopefully they don't rupture their Achilles like Tree did.
yeah.
Yeah, we've learned quickly that I'm not a dancer.
And
No
those
more
shits
high
are-
kicks for you. It ain't
There
happening.
you go. There you go. She her high kick is in retirement.
It's on hiatus.
That's probably a good thing.
Yes.
Good thing. It's a good thing.
Definitely. So y'all played last night
Yes, we did.
for a cause that I actually love to death.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We love it. I was like, as any year that, as long as we aren't like, I guess, across the world or anything, if we're home or can be home, Christmas for kids is. It's just, I think I have more fun there than
the kids.
Maybe than the kids, okay? Because it just, last night we were singing and we have a song, our single for our Christmas album was "Come On Santa,"
Yeah.
and we've been doing our Christmas tour, and we said on tour, look, Santa's kind of like Candyman during Halloween season. If you say Candyman 3 times, he'll appear.
Yeah.
And so we're like, we don't want to be scared. I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
And so I just decided to take it and apply it to Santa. So maybe if you say "Come on, Santa" 3 times, he might appear.
There you go.
We were singing last night, and Santa just walked out on stage. We were like, yes, I told you.
Honestly, that was the best surprise of the night. I really wasn't like, we saw Santa before we went out, but
Y'all didn't know he was coming out.
I didn't think he would come out.
I don't think he wasn't supposed to come out during our set. And
Right.
I think I forget what her name is, the lady who always makes us sign the posters, and like she's running the show and getting everybody together. And she said, y'all kept on singing, and I looked at her, I said, you ain't going? I said, yeah, if she would have told me to go, I would have went out too.
Yeah. So she
Boss
told-
lady.
There you go. She said, you ought to get on out there. And so Santa went on out there.
I was tickled to death, though, when I seen y'all had a Christmas album and dropped. I was like, share. I was telling everybody, share the crap out of this.
Have you gotten a chance to listen to it yet?
I listened to Mary, Did You Know?
Oh, wow.
And the reason I listened to that is last year we did a Christmas show, and I had a young lady. She has got a fabulous voice, and she sang Mary, Do You Know? And they sat down. We had a guitarist here that was not her guitarist.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I find fascinating about Nashville.
Yeah.
All of the artists and everything. The guitar player and her went off to the side for like 5 minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
And then no practice, no nothing, and did the freaking song.
That's something.
And it was
That is something.
the arrangement they had and everything else was
that's a
not your
hard
typical.
song.
It's a very.
Look, I was going to
very-
say, that's a hard song to
Oh, yeah.
do as is. So
As
5
if.
minutes is...
That song actually almost put me in retirement.
We were about to be a
funny
duo.
story. Funny story.
We were when we were recording the song, like in the studio and stuff. I literally walked out of the booth and I'm like, I quit.
It was her. It was her. She walked out the booth and her hair was all over her head.
Yeah.
And the producer was like, "You okay?" He was one of the starting producers. Yeah. But he said, "You all right?" She said, "I quit." He said, "Like this session?" She said, "No, the career." She said, "This song has taken it out of me."
That song. To say
So,
that's
Mary,
a
did you
hard-
know?
To say that's a hard song is an understatement to sing.
Yeah.
But we did.
She
it.
made it. She made it. Ladies and gentlemen, she made it. She's with us today. Amen. But that was the funniest thing. People always talk about Christmas music and always talk about how hard Christmas music is.
Oh, yeah.
And so
I feel like whoever started Christmas music, they were like, okay, how many chords can we put into one song?
Oh my gosh.
All of them? Sure, let's go.
It was a spiked eggnog is what it was.
That would make
I tell you what, I had to learn this the hard way. I used to play piano, and somebody called me for a piano gig, or they wanted me to come play or something. I was like, sure. I pretty much, and in my head, I'm like, Christmas music, I can knock this out on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Whoo, tangled me up, I'm stumbling all over myself. I was like,
All
this
your
is
fingers
hard.
crossed up and
I was
everything.
like, this is so hard. And not ever again. If I ever been asked to do a Christmas gig, I start practicing October, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You won't catch me slipping again.
Well, that's like Pentatonics does all those.
Oh my,
And
love them.
just listening to them, I mean, oh my God.
Like
Insane.
You know, I always tell people I don't get jealous too often, but when I do, that jealous, I just go straight through the roof. You might as well go for it. I don't like the way that they make music with their mouths. I'm just like,
It's wrong.
it's wrong. They should have to share that with us. Somebody call the police.
Y'all don't even need instruments. That's a shame.
Y'all going to jail.
Look, that's it. I'm calling somebody. It's so much talent and making those arrangements and
Well, see, that's what, because pentatonics, it's all about the harmonies and everything else. But listening to y'all three on the YouTube stuff and everything, y'all are blending perfectly.
yeah.
Just not on Christmas songs, right?
Well, you know what? After Death,
Oh, she was blending. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We started blending.
Listen,
But-
one thing about my sister, she not gonna let.
Watch it.
Watch it. She ain't gonna let much of nothing slide musically. So
Right.
the reason I had to do it so many times is because I just wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, do it again and again.
That usually
It's all
requires
right.
a shot of Jack Daniels.
Well, I didn't have that, so I was just
No
in there
eggnog, nothing.
with water and
Water and hopes.
It was water and Lay's potato chips.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
You could have done like some lemon around the top of the water or something.
I should have something.
We didn't come prepared for all that.
Well,
We come from the old school. Granny be like, get up there and sing. All the rest of this is just fancy. Look, get up there and just sing it. That's
You
all.
come to the studio with us, you might hear somebody say, "You ain't come to drink no water."
You came to sing.
did y'all hear Grandma?
Beatrix, was that you?
She's going to slap you in the back of the head.
Yes, quick.
Dude, when I was singing in church when I was young, because
You sing?
don't tell nobody.
Well, we can't just skip
But-
over this.
Are you going to sing for us before we leave?
No, not on here. I ain't.
Come on.
But Dad's voice was deeper than mine.
Oh, wow.
So when my voice came in around 14, 15, I think, somewhere around there, I did bass. His was deeper, so we had the whole bass line covered.
Holding it down on the bottom.
Okay.
Dad could sing his ass off. That was good. man.
Those
Yeah.
Bradley bottoms.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
and you know what? And for me, like, it's crazy because I mean, like, you know, I do a lot of arranging and all the things. One of the hardest things for me to hear and do is the bass line. I don't know what is wrong. I'm like, I could never play bass. Poor band. I would just be like, they'd be like, anybody else? Can we get anybody else to play bass? But I don't know why I can't hear the bass line.
That's kind of like whenever like our friends Home Free, anytime I watch them sing, and like it's just the way that like the bass line kind of weaves in and out, and you know we're always 3-part harmony, and we did a vocal video with Breland, and first of all, you know he can hit high notes. I didn't realize Breland could sing so low, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a creamy bass, and
Yeah.
like, but
I
it's
don't
such
know.
a skill, and like. Oh my gosh.
So ultimately, this is an open audition for all bass players who want to sing for Chapel Hart.
Well,
Is what this is.
I always try to get Danica to know that I can sing the bass line. She never has any kind of hope or faith in me.
And I think righteously so, because
She wants you way up high.
She want me,
in the rafters.
and I'm trying to be.
up there,
She don't care
trying to
about me.
stretch it to new limits. Hey,
Like
to
if
the
we're with
moon.
somebody and they're like, "Oh, is this too high for you, Danica's?" I can't even answer. She's like, "No, she's fine."
I know she'll do it.
do it.
For
She'll do it.
sure, for
Don't worry about
sure. Look,
She can sing
squeeze
she can sing
tight
up there
and
with the
let it
angels.
roll. I feel like those two things can get you to the moon.
Well,
Well, you have her
know.
singing way up in the moon. So.
Hey,
It all comes from the diaphragm.
keep it low in the diagram.
What's real bad is when you're trying to hit the high note, hope she don't come over there and hit you in the diaphragm to make it go on up.
if I miss that note, she'll cut that look, and it's almost the equivalent of being hit in the diaphragm.
There you go.
Man. So when y'all go in the studio, let me know. I'll get a cameraman just to come watch y'all.
That's the real show, okay?
That would be
look.
fun as all get out, I think.
We're smiling on that Christmas album cover. There was a lot of frowns, okay? behind the scenes.
A lot.
You poor child.
Poor me.
Lord, don't you
Poor
do it. Don't you. I gotta break this up.
Oh Lord, man, y'all killing me.
Oh my.
Are you doing the bus? Are y'all gonna do the bus?
You know
We're
what?
trying to.
And
Yeah.
I feel like every year, like we'll be able to like
That's
make
our
Christmas
favorite
for kids, but
thing.
then like we're on the other side of the world by the time the buses come out. But we are gonna try this year.
I hope so.
Literally, the devil be so busy, and
I was
we're
there.
always on the opposite end of the world.
I was there last year on the bus, and I'll be there this year on the bus too.
Oh, they said they got like almost 100 extra buses.
Oh yeah, because it's
You said 100 extra?
No, I was trying to say 100 entries, but I didn't know if that was
Isn't
right.
it like
but 100 buses.
pre-buses?
They had
100-year anniversary.
they had a bunch of buses last year. I can't remember how many they had. I think it was like 75 or 80 buses.
So we
showed
saw
up.
them pass. Where were we going? We were going somewhere.
We were leaving town.
No, we just got home and we were out. We were on the balcony and we were like watching like tour bus after. I was like, this must be the season or something. I miss where are all these buses going. And then somebody actually texted us and said they were like, they just finished the bus thing. So like as we were getting in town, they were just finishing. So all the buses were like headed back, and I was like, but. I was like, I'm hoping this year we get to do it because we hadn't done it before, but I want to.
They've got the bus show. That's where all the artists get on the bus and everything. And the bus drivers actually decorate the buses for Christmas. Last year they had one. It had like the Grinch on the very top.
Wow. So they go all out with the decoration.
Yeah, they had Mr. and Miss Claus was there.
You are talking Danica's language right now.
She is.
I know.
We got on
Mrs. Claus.
we got
And,
on our bus the other morning, and it was a winter wonderland. I said, "Oh my God, what happened?"
And then friend of the show, Kirsty Krause. She was 2 or 3 buses over from me.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen her, so I wanted to go over there and say hi. Well, I'll go over there and say hi, and you know what this little heifer done? Has got a Mr. and Miss Claus on her bus.
Right.
Now that's how you're bringing the Christmas.
I know, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Now that's next level.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was
Decorations ain't nothing.
it was so much fun though, seeing the kids and they paired me with an artist. Who was I with? Mindy what?
Peebly.
Shout out
I'm
to
bad
Mindy.
with names.
Singer?
No. I can't remember. Julie can't remember.
Mindy.
That's bad.
Mindy Lou Who. Oh no, that was Cindy.
Right. You just gave her.
Have you seen what she's doing now?
Cindy Lou Who. What's Cindy Lou Who doing now?
Cindy Lou Who was played by an actress, and she is older now, and she plays in a band, lead vocals.
What? Please tell me they do like a metal version of "Where Are You Christmas"?
I don't know if they do a metal version, but Taylor Momsen.
Oh, and she's in a band.
Yeah, it's called The Pretty Reckless.
What genre?
Heavy metal.
Oh, are you
That's
serious?
something.
I am very intrigued.
Now I'm gonna. Have to look
We're gonna
this
have to
up.
listen to Out of Tree's bunk the whole way to Virginia tonight, because she's gonna be listening to this.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
'cause I think they got 4 or 5 albums out.
Oh wow!
So Cindy Lou's been doing it.
Cindy Lou has been.
Huh? Kayla Nettles? Yeah, that's who I was with, Kayla Nettles.
Okay.
Okay.
I was with her. She's a songwriter, and she also, I think she's played the Opry and a couple other places. So.
Okay. Okay. So can you? What is it? So what is it like? So they does Prevost bring all these buses, or do artists like lend their buses?
No, the bus companies.
Oh, okay. Like the village.
All the bus
so-
companies show up and they
Gotcha.
bring the buses.
So
they
there's
donate.
just like different things going on the bus. Is it kind of like meet and greet style?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just basic all the buses are meet and greet. The guests that come in, they come in through one main gate. And then they just go and they hit different buses. And then you've got like production buses, and you've got the artist buses and all this stuff. And people have a lot of fun just getting on the buses and checking them out, because that's where everybody travels.
Right.
Yeah.
You're basically living in a bus, you know.
That's it.
I can't wait to see all the. See, I don't know if I'll be able to stay on our bus because I'm nosy and I want to see what's on everybody else's bus too.
So they need to do like a pre tour to let you go and look at everybody else's before they put you on the bus.
Just get there early. That's all you got to do.
It's like trunk or treating, but
Yeah.
Yes, but Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's cool.
And they put right by the bus door, they put your name on it. That way everybody knows which artist is on which bus.
That's so cool.
It's really, really fun. And then I think they have people that go around during the middle of the night and judge the buses. And then the bus driver wins a prize for best decorated bus.
a little friendly competition.
Yes,
I gotta
exactly.
enter to this because
You're not a bus driver, honey. She said, I gotta get a CDL and then enter. There's a couple steps.
Artists are welcome to get on and decorate.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Because you should see everybody was running into Walmart.
To get that look.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we're gonna have to get up with our bus driver early because Mrs. Claus here.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
We were
Christmas kid.
Oh yes, that is an understatement.
we were setting up for a Zoom earlier, and we put up our camera, and it
Up for a
just
radio interview and set the camera up.
look right. We thought it was a Zoom interview. I tell you what, like I was not kidding. We still aren't all the way back right after coming from Japan, but we had the camera up and we had all the garland and lights, and she was like, our bus actually looked pretty good. I was like, thank you.
It is such a winter wonderland.
And I was like, Michelle was like, oh man, it looks so full. I was like, well, I just actually have a few more things that I have to do to it, and then it'll be ready. She's like, oh my.
Yeah, the other day I was like, it looks so good. She was like, yeah, I gotta come back tonight and finish.
She ain't even started on the window clings yet.
Look, right?
I mean, we legit have snowflakes on the ceiling.
It's
Christmas trees everywhere.
like it's one bus and we have more than 3 trees.
Why do we need?
Well, yeah.
Why do we need so many trees?
Don't ask questions. Just let it be.
Just
I know
revel.
people with houses that actually set up
Yes, and
Christmas trees.
That's insane.
Every freaking room.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That is why the good Lord made sure that she is on the road during the holidays because
Yeah.
I know she would drive. She
Let
would
me
drive
tell-
everybody crazy. I feel like she would have multiple trees in every room, different things.
Let me tell you
Probably
what, if
It
I
would be
was
different
walk
themed
in.
rooms.
If I was home, we'd have more decorations and places to sit down, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'll be like, don't sit right there. Look, that's my. And so,
That's my
on the-
Christmas couch.
yeah,
everybody-
right. That's for Santa.
I'm gonna throw you back in a oldie and a goodie.
Okay.
And you're gonna love this.
Okay.
You remember a long time ago, it was either mama or grandmama. They always had those ceramic trees that had the bulbs.
With the light, yes. Yes.
The light up. I done broke one of those before.
I know you had a butt whooping right after, immediately after.
Oh yeah. I went into deep regression, reflecting back on those times. And I walked in Tractor Supply and they carry them.
How many did you get?
I didn't get none.
Oh, you didn't get any.
I wanted to.
You got to go back there.
Yeah, we got to swing you back to Tractor Supply.
Well, this
You
was
need
2
to
weeks
get a
ago.
baby chick and a ceramic Christmas tree.
That is why I can't go to Tractor Supply no more. Because I went and give me $40 a little chicks. And I just dropped them off at my brother's house. He said, what are you doing? They were cute. I don't know what you want me to say.
Buyer's remorse.
I can't keep them.
Oh my!
They won't fit on the tour bus.
Listen.
Can chicken be the official Christmas animal?
Chicks?
Chicks?
Yeah.
Like and not reindeer?
I don't
I
think,
forgot.
I don't think
Reindeer
they're
ain't even
official.
real.
Yes, they
Yes, they
Are
are.
real. They just don't fly.
You take those headphones off and you walk away, okay? You are no longer a part of this conversation. I cannot believe she said that.
Well, Danica's convinced that reindeer all reside in Gallatin.
Let me tell you. Oh, I have a theory. have a theory. Yes. So one day we're driving around Nashville, and I love Christmas so much. So I have when my Christmas tinglies start tingling, I know something's up. But we
kind of like a spider sense thing.
Yes, okay. But for Christmas, and so.
Mind
we're
you, this
driving,
is in like April.
And I keep seeing these reindeer signs. And I
think those are just regular deer signs.
Maybe.
Or were they?
But it's when I knew every time I see those signs, that means Santa has a house in the area. Mm-hmm. And so, which also means that the reindeer are close. So one night, it was actually, and this is how I knew it was real, because my birthday last year, they took me to Topgolf, and it was a Christmas themed Topgolf birthday. Right. So literally I was just like, the only thing that would make this Christmas birthday better is if I got to see Santa or reindeer. We were going home in Gallatin, and guess what crosses we passed the deer sign, and guess what crosses the road? 1,000,000 reindeer. And I said, man. Santa loves me.
It was Dasher, Dancer, and the whole crew.
Whole crew. They had cousins I didn't even know about.
Oh, yeah.
So I said yes. And so that's how I know. Every time I see that little sign, I go, Santa, you're somewhere. You're somewhere. He lives around here.
I think people should start telling kids that. You should be good, because if you see a deer on a sign, Santa's got a house somewhere
it's
in
his
the area.
watch zone.
I don't think these new generation of kids care.
You know what? They're different.
Don't even get me started on that.
Right.
Different. They don't care.
Little episode 2, okay? Because
Santa who?
I'm telling you, I say all the time, I always go on Facebook stories rants or Instagram rants about customer service nowadays. I'm like, kid, pick your head up. I just want.
I meant like actual kids, like
children.
The COVID after babies.
The children of the corn.
Yeah.
Quarantine.
They really are.
Yeah, I guess so too. But I just, I was
Also
thinking
the
all the way up
other
through.
kids. Yeah, the younger.
It's a different generation.
Like when you go to a restaurant, they're like, "What you want?" I'm like, "Whoa!"
Or you pull up to the box. What you want?
Yeah.
First of all, I want your
Excuse
attitude to be
me.
better.
Oh, yeah.
How about
You
we just
greet me.
I'm gonna put it in reverse, and we gonna try it again.
I saw a post that said, "Put on a Max smile when I come through."
A Max smile.
I think that is why Cane's. That's why Cane's and Chick-fil-A will always be top tier, because they gonna give you a little rhyme and a smile when you come.
Oh, yeah.
And clicking which chicken you picking. Okay, that's what I'm
There you
talking
go.
about. I need a little energy from out that box. Okay.
Something. I want dinner and a show.
There you go. There you go. Look, it's hard to be nice. Look, it's hard to pull up and just get people to be nice sometimes. And
Well, I mean, there's times I've actually went out to eat. Okay, and it's not so much the waiters or waitresses, but I noticed the people too. Everybody's on their freaking cell phone. Mm-hmm. If you on a date, you ain't proceeding none. What are you doing? Talking to each other?
Right.
Over the phone?
Texting each other at the date.
How's the weather over there?
Yeah, pass me the salt.
So what do you like? Right.
But there's times that I've gone and yeah. There's times that I've went and had an exceptionally good waitress.
Yes.
And they
I love.
And this is when when we have those is when Danica gets in trouble, because Danica,
Let me tell you what.
when she tips.
But it's
I
when
wish I was her
I
waitress.
feel like
It's
in
so
2024
sad that
it's worth it though.
Right.
It's necessary.
But it's so sad that it's like that you gotta like almost be like, she was so nice. Like people should just be nice, and they should do exceptional work, and they should be, and they're like, somebody, we went somewhere, and I mean, this girl had an awful attitude, and she was just like, well, my last table didn't tip me, and blah blah blah, blah, and people don't tip these days. I said, well, darling, you still get a paycheck, regardless to if they tip you. Some people don't have, they're out of work, they don't have nothing. So you gotta embrace to be grateful. And I imagine if you just pick your attitude up a little bit, you can pick up the tips from the one that you didn't get before. But I'm telling you,
I'm really surprised you didn't say, "What's the matter, honey? You going broke?" Because you got that broke attitude.
Listen, we talk to schools all the time. We tell them your attitude determines your altitude.
Yeah.
Like
the altitude of that tip.
Yeah.
But like just showing up with a good attitude is really most of the battle.
Well, see, when I get a really good waitress, it's attentive and comes by, make sure, everything's took care of. You
No.
never have to worry about a drink.
The drink will
'cause-
never go empty.
Exactly.
Or needing too much ranch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anything,
I'll never forget what we had, like a young guy at Cracker Barrel, and he was getting ready to go off to college. And you know what? And like every now and then, like I'll cash out my daughter $20 or $30, and like his name was still up from like a couple weeks ago, and I sent him an extra 20. Hope you're having fun at school. You're doing great.
Yeah.
But
he was so good.
Pardon my reach, and we were like,
We said we always talk about like, we always say we can tell when somebody's been like trained by an old school by an old school manager, like, and he reached over the table and he said, "Pardon my reach." We were all like, yes. And so
I'm gonna marry you.
I literally I was like, okay, first of all, I have to set my husband up because I said, okay, I'm going to tell you, I already know. He's like, what are you thinking? And so I was like, I'm the same though. I think we just tipped him really well that day. And I was like, look, if you keep up with that attitude, you'll be just fine in life. Okay.
Well, see, what I like doing is when you get those exceptional people.
Yeah.
Normal is what I call them.
Yeah. I like that.
I'll play games.
Oh, what you mean?
Guess a number between,
Oh, like 1 and 5.
1 and 100.
now
guess
I like
that.
that game. That'd be fun.
Okay, so
I'll
just
just out of the blue go, what's your favorite number? You got a lucky number, don't you? Uh-huh. Everybody got a lucky number.
Okay.
What's your lucky number?
Okay, so as your waitress, my lucky number is 3.
Okay. $30.
Oh, that's cool.
See, now
Ask me again. Ask me.
No, because you're going to go up.
My favorite number is $1,555,000.
And 3.
That's cool, right?
I might steal that from you.
That's
is
cool.
fun.
But you just do little games with them and stuff, and it's just, what I like is when you have that person and they don't dismiss you. Mm-hmm. They actually listen to you. They talk to you.
Yeah.
They interact.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me this.
Yes.
Now sometimes maybe I'm too picky, but sometimes I like, when I'm there and I like to sit down and have a conversation. But now I don't want you to come around and is there anything else I can do? You need anything else? You need anything else? Don't do that to me to death, okay?
But really and truthfully though, Dan, you need
always
that
need
because
extra.
you need a million things when we go out to eat.
Gosh.
It's never at the same time.
It's never. They'll come by
That's
and be
why
like,
I
"Do
tip
you need
extra for them."
anything?" And she'll be like, "No, I'm good." And then like 5 minutes, like, "Shoot, I need some ketchup." Excuse me. Can I get some ketchup?
I tell you what, the first 10 minutes when the order comes, waitresses, just be prepared. You're going to run it, okay? You're going to run it. You're going to work that first 10 minutes.
It's roller skate
I'm
time.
I'm going to tip you well.
But that's how you know the good servers because like they're attentive and like if they see you looking around, oh, did you need a fork or a straw or something?
Like
anything.
all of us as a collective, I pity waitresses sometimes because I'm like, I need ketchup, pepper, and salt, and she's like, well, I need butter and
I need ranch.
and ranch, and then the lady's like, well, I thought I bought you ranch. I need more ranch.
I do try to
She
just
needs a
tell
T-shirt.
them.
Are we taking notes in case we have them over for dinner? I mean,
Make sure you have a bucket.
Listen.
Because anytime we go eat somewhere, double the range.
There you go.
And maybe
There
even
you go.
triple it because, and I try to tell them early, like, just go ahead and give me like 3 or 4 ranches so you don't have to keep going back. And if they do, great. If they don't, I feel less bad because
why don't you just tell them to bring you the bottle and get it over
and that's
with?
really
Can
what I
you bring
wanna
me
do.
the tub of ranch back there? I appreciate it.
Devyn's the only person I know who has multiple ranch Christmas ornaments.
Oh my God! Everybody has bought her ranch
Yeah.
I
Christmas
have
ornaments.
several little
So
Hidden
now-
Valley ranch Christmas
So
ornaments.
she gonna need a ranch tree at her house.
I'm gonna put them on the tree on the bus.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Mini
No,
one
sir.
too, huh?
Absolutely not. That's tacky. There's already a theme going on the
Ranch
bus.
and pickles.
So anything you want to get in theme, be my guest. Also, too, can I just say this? One of my pet peeves, and this is so random, but one of my pet peeves is when people decorate with multicolored lights in their
you do
yard.
hate
I'm
that.
like,
That
why? Why did you do that? Because
Like the rainbow lights.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it depends on what kind of yard display you have because
Right.
like people who have like inflatable primary color bright stuff like that, you can go with the
Yeah.
rainbow.
Pick Now, you want bright white lights or do you want warm white lights? That's the options. And everything else can work around.
Yeah, but
what about solid color? Like, people have like the
Red,
like all red
green.
lights.
Now, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad. If red is the theme on the outside, be my guest.
see, I think everybody needs to go with what is the popular lights in the neighborhood to make everything look together.
Now, let me
That is
say,
the
back in the
neighborhood.
day when the community would everybody would make a chain of they would pick what the theme was, and then everybody that I do think we need to get back to.
Can
but
we
it's
bring back neighbors?
it's always that one house though. It's always that one house.
I'm at house this year.
I would like to be over. I would like to be over HOA.
Lights,
Dark. But you know what? But honestly, I feel like neighbors ain't quite neighbors the way they used to be. Because there are people who live next to their neighbors for 10, 15 years.
Couldn't tell you who they are.
I'm the type of person, hey, I see you just moved in. What's your name? Where you from? Where you going? What you doing?
It's so funny. We moved to, one time we moved to an apartment complex and I was like, Derek, I want to bake. I said, I want to bake a cake. I was like, or I want to bake. I said, you know how they used to do a bundt cake or something like that?
Welcome to the neighborhood gift.
Yeah. And he was like, darling, I don't think it worked like that at apartments.
No.
And Danica also is not a great apartment stayer.
Oh my God.
Maybe not for a second or third floor. Anybody to be under you because Danica is the loudest person I know.
First of all, because sometimes at 3 a.m., I think I'm a ballerina, okay?
Yep.
And when that hits, there's nothing you can do but go ahead and do some leaps across the floor.
So you turn on music too?
Yeah.
And Danica
Make
don't
sure. She can't dance though.
Please don't get me
I'll
started.
be doing her leaps this year, okay?
But I feel bad because we were sharing an apartment in Gallatin and we had a neighbor underneath, and thank God she loved music and loved us.
God. Poor
Shout out to
Amber.
Amber. I love you so much and I
Amber-
miss you so much.
Oh yes, if you want to get in the Christmas spirit and kind of like me and don't really want to do all the decorating, Amber can hook you up.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
she's an interior decorator.
But we would have
I will
rehearsals
say,
at midnight, and then I
was
look at
like,
the clock and it's 2, and I'm like, oh my God, there's somebody below us, and we have been doing way too much.
I would text her and I say, Amber, we just have 2 more songs, please, please.
When
and she's like, no, you're fine.
I lived in an apartment in Smyrna after the first divorce. Quit laughing.
Okay. And hold
But
on.
I had 2 girls that lived above me. And they were the high heel wearing girls.
Clack, clack, clack.
Every time.
Heavy walkers, huh?
I'm like, you wearing high heels to the bathroom at 4 a.m.? What in the hell?
What do you do?
It's
What do you do up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what?
Yeah.
But what would you prefer? The heavy occasional walkers or the people with the small kids upstairs that just run and run?
Dude, no.
I've been
Oh
with
my God.
When I stayed in that apartment, they had a kid.
Oh.
Boy, did they have a kid.
What are y'all feeding him? Monsters for
And
breakfast and Starbucks energy drinks at night?
And then
Fruit Loops.
When does he sleep?
most of our work when we are home. So if we're home, we're at home. So I would just be there. So they're there all day. I'm there all day. So there's no break. And this kid is
Back and forth, back and forth.
He's going to be a great soccer player one day. Shout out to the kid upstairs in Slidell.
don't put my
What's
Yeah.
I've got a grandson. He's 3.
Full of energy.
And I don't know where they get I want some of that energy.
Right?
They can bottle it.
Just to get me through the day.
Listen, I think that like for AARP that they should put that in the package. You can get a little bit of taller energy.
Something.
Comes with your card, okay? Look,
Give me something.
Every
please.
month they got to top you up.
Yeah. It comes in like those little oxygen things. So there was a guy that told us he was like for jet lag they got like this oxygen thing like
I need to
O2 and it's
try
kind of like
that.
it looks like an air freshener can or something.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Put that taller energy in there and just yeah.
And take off running.
Yeah.
And asking 1,000 questions.
I think that's why they actually started diagnosing kids with ADHD so the mom could get the Ritalin.
There you go. Now let me
just
tell
to
you.
keep up with the kid.
Now that Ritalin works, okay?
Mid stride.
Run and catch it in mid stride.
Yeah.
Now, look, I used to take Adderall.
I hate it when you took Adderall.
And when I tell you I was normal, my teacher told me one day. So shout out. What was her name? The Saved and
Miss
Sanctified.
Burke. Oh.
Miss Simmons. Was it Simmons? Miss Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Miss Simmons.
You're not using no euphemisms in her class.
And I would come in there jacked up on 10, and she's like, Danica, you need to hush. You need to sit down. You need to be quiet. I said, I didn't take my medicine today. She said, you need to take that darn medicine.
Yeah.
And she said, don't come to my class until you take. I took it. Next day I took it, and she said, she kept going, what's wrong? What's wrong? Something is wrong. I said, nothing. I took my medicine today. She said, oh, if that medicine make you do that, don't you take it again. I'd rather have you about you, not yourself. I said, okay.
I loved Miss Simmons.
She was the sweetest.
She wanted the unfiltered Dan.
There you go.
I had a lady, God, what was it, 4th or 5th grade? I'll never forget her name, Miss Tisdale.
Tisdale. That's a memorable
And
name.
she was a country lady now. And my buddy, Mike Bowers, because I've known him since 1st grade, he fell asleep at the desk, head down. And I looked it over, and she was coming from the back of the class, looked like a samurai warrior with a yardstick. And pulled that yardstick out.
Slapped it on the desk.
Right firm between his shoulder blades to the back of his head. Whap!
Oh, now
Yeah.
that's scary.
He never fell asleep again.
There you go. Miss
And I sure as hell didn't fall asleep.
Look, Miss Tisdale
Had him in
instilled
a
the fear
tizzy.
of God.
Yeah, she put it in you.
Had him in a tizzy.
That's her
Now
super
watch
move.
this.
Finish him. Finish him.
I would have had to sit a book up or something.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He just fell asleep. He was out.
Yeah, that's bold right there.
Yeah, no, Miss Tisdale wasn't nothing to be played with.
No, she
Okay.
wasn't. And then in high school, we had an English teacher. Her name was Miss Hodge. Loved that woman to death. I learned more about English through her than I did regular teachers.
Oh, yeah.
See, ain't nothing like a good teacher.
Yeah.
I love a good teacher.
I feel like everybody has that one teacher who was
Their
their
teacher.
teacher.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
got to find mine.
I still pray for Mr.
You out of
Hall.
school.
Look, I'm telling you,
You out here teaching everybody else.
No, you know what? You don't think so. And I know you gave her about a thousand
Miss
pounds
Kennedy.
worth of hell. I was going to say Miss Kennedy.
Now-
She hung in there because I feel like Danica, first of all, you were in choir from kindergarten to senior year.
right.
But,
Struggle.
Yeah.
But Miss Kennedy, oh Lord, I
One
say
day
an extra
I had-
prayer for her too.
I had Miss Kennedy in choir and her husband, Coach Kennedy, for history or something.
Yeah.
And literally one day they called me after school for a meeting. Mm-hmm. And
About your attitude?
Oh my! Listen,
And talking.
they said we can have no more discussions about you at our dinner table. It stops today. I was like,
And now you got thousands of people talking about y'all all the time.
I'm telling you, it's all bless Miss Kennedy.
Bless
Yeah.
her, bless her, bless her.
Yes. I always pray for her in double portion. I said, Lord, whatever blessings you got for her,
Yeah.
give her a little more on my behalf because
Just a little something, something.
she needed it. She needed it. Look, I think not long after I left, she retired.
Yeah, she was retired.
She was
before
tired.
I got there.
Shortly
Yeah.
after you left, she's like, "Yeah, I'm done."
You done wore that girl out.
I'm telling you,
out.
bless Miss Kennedy. I love you too. Look, look. We're moving right along.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's whatever.
Right, 'cause
I enjoy hearing the stories, man.
I'm telling you, we
got some.
have
Stories
so
for
many.
days.
There was this one time.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Talk
Well,
about
you
a
know,
way to hush us all. Look, what's up? What?
Speaking of purity, oh, you know what? Actually, They make the boiled custard.
Yeah, they make the boiled custard.
We did a little game, and now I'm gonna be honest. I have never been a fan of eggnog. Tried it, don't like it.
I don't care how much booze you pour in it; it still tastes like crap.
It's still egg juice, and it ain't good.
No.
But that boiled custard, now purity, y'all got
Do
something
you have
going
to
on.
call it boiled?
Yeah, because I keep thinking you're gonna say boiled peanuts, and it's just throwing me off.
And
Well,
boiled.
it's like when you make lasagna. Some people make it with cottage cheese.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
like
stand that. Give me the ricotta
Why
cheese.
would you do
Yeah.
that?
People
There is
do
a
that.
special place in hell for folks.
You done sent some people grandmothers to hell.
Sorry, Nana. That ain't
Sorry, Mimo, with the favorite family recipe treat and just.
They watching this, Dan. They watching this.
Greg got Granny clenching her pearls. Oh,
Turn this off already. That was it.
What was that lady's name? Danica. That's right. We got to call her.
I'll come after Tree. I'll give you her address.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you like fruitcake?
No.
We had this debate the other day, and
See, that's because you're a human.
That's because
With
you're on
taste
Team
buds.
Naughty. Because I said I literally have never met anybody who somebody for the holidays sent them in the mail a fruitcake in the little tin, and
Yeah.
they were like, oh, fruitcake, let me share it with everyone. I've never met
I've
anybody.
never met somebody that actually likes fruitcake until we made that post.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like they said that there's
And-
one place in Texas that makes. Like,
And
first of all,
I'm gonna try it because if it's still nasty, I owe all of them a thump on the nose.
Look, I was 9 years. I remember it. Okay. My mama got a fruitcake. And I was
And she
like,
used it as a doorstop.
I was like, no, it was just gross. I mean, it smells weird too. It just,
Yes.
I don't know what it
It
is.
looks strange. It
And-
doesn't look.
It's a starter cake.
Yeah.
You gotta put this in it, then you gotta add something else.
you got
And you gotta do more to it.
just give me a pecan pie and call it a day, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
Little scoop of ice cream on top. You
There
good.
you go. There you go.
But,
Yeah.
But Mama was one of those ladies that you can't say you don't like it until you try it.
Okay. And Mama
So-
made you try it.
She made me try it.
You threw up a little bit in your mouth.
No.
Oh.
It went in and come right back out.
Didn't even
Done.
have time to digest.
I would rather eat a
Ooh,
Vegemite
it's-
sandwich than eat fruitcake.
Vegemite.
You know what's weird though? I've had people on the show that are from Australia.
Oh.
Oh, it
And
tastes like death. And
The
What is
Vegemite sandwich that they eat over there is nothing like what is made over here.
I don't know.
Really?
Somebody,
Yes.
Somebody-
Okay, yeah.
Tell me what it is.
Can we
I've
explain
never
what a
heard of
Vegemite
this
sandwich
before.
is? 'Cause I don't
It's
think
an
I've ever-
Australian spread, right?
Yeah, it's a
I
spread.
don't know what it's made out of, but it's
Like
it's-
mayo?
You can Google it.
It looks like tar. It's like a
It's
jar.
nasty looking.
It's like a jar of tar.
It looked nothing like Nutella, I can tell you.
Put
Tar
it
jar
on a
bread.
sandwich?
On bread.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Chunky tar.
It's a spread.
And it ain't good, but
Chocolate or a dark jelly is what
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm not going
I'm
to.
gonna go ahead and put that on the burn pile with fruitcake. Okay, go ahead and put them together.
Well, I mean, you could put the Vegemite on top of the fruitcake.
Oh, wow. Now we're just, that's,
For a Christmas
That's terrible.
delight.
there was a Christmas massacre.
Yeah, I know. This is
Yeah.
real. Yeah, fear factor stuff.
Yeah, ultimately.
That's okay. You asked me that question. I'm going to ask y'all this question.
Okay.
How do y'all feel? You in a restaurant,
oh,
and one of those people between the ages of 12 and 17 is at the drink fountain, and they're hitting every one of them,
Oh
filling
my
their freaking cup up.
me personally, I'm not bothered by it. I'm just looking
That's 'cause
at
she
them. I'm
is one of
judging.
them.
No, I'm not.
I used to be.
She
I
is.
used to be that kid when I drank sodas.
Well, actually, I might be because when I go to McDonald's, I do get like 3 different
It
drinks.
comes
Yeah.
out that weird brown color, but it tastes
Nah.
just like stuff.
I'm
But
just like,
I'm addicted to
Now-
carbonation.
All right, look, listen. Now I'm all for like a Sprite and fruit punch. If you want to turn it up a little bit, spice things up a little bit. But come on, after about 4 flavors, this ain't mixology school.
That's
Get you what you gonna drink and get on about your business.
Pretty much.
Look, right. Look.
When you mentioned the restaurant and you were about to ask, I thought you were about to ask my biggest pet peeve.
Oh, we can do that too, baby.
Well, what my biggest pet peeve? I thought you were about to say, what do you feel about the people who go to the restaurant and sit on the same side of the booth?
Side by side at a table.
It does. Like for me, it doesn't bother me that much. Dev, I don't know why that cringes her to her bone.
Are you gonna
I
have
know
a
why it
conversation-
cringes
Are
her.
you gonna have a conversation like this all night?
Yeah, and then I'm like, are you that in love?
See,
Does love flow that strongly between you?
Now
You need
look.
to be sitting that close.
this old boy, when I'm at the restaurant, I'm there to freaking eat.
I need
Give me some elbow room.
I
honey.
need my room.
If I got to reach over for salt or pepper, I ain't going to sit there and go, excuse me, please, could you
Excuse
hand
me,
me? No,
darling,
I'm going to
ask
reach
for
over and
salt,
grab what I
please.
want.
Listen, especially if I'm hungry.
Exactly.
I need num room.
That's it.
It's a sound num. And I can't sit, but you can't sit beside me with the num. I need room. So we won't be sitting on the same side, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But
Round table.
yeah. Oh my gosh, you don't know what I saw the other day?
Lazy Susan.
It was
I love a
like
lazy
you remember
Susan.
those old school tables that it's a round table.
Is that what it's
and-
called?
Just a
Yeah.
Lazy Susan.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We actually
it had a
used to have a restaurant in Madison, Tennessee, and it was called The Lazy Susan. You could fit 12 people around this table, and it had a big old Lazy Susan in the middle of it.
oh.
And you could just flip it around. And the waitress right there swapping them out, keeping you
Now
fed.
I have a question. Where y'all think the name Lazy Susan came from?
Because
Somebody
Susan,
named
trying to-
Bob's wife.
yes, and she got
tired of passing them heavy dishes.
Here,
Got tired
create
of it.
this.
Very-
Spin it.
Well, my lazy wife Susan made this contraption.
Oh, yeah.
That is a great, like, now, Bob, why did you name it a Lazy Susan? You could have said the overworked wife or something. Not the lazy
But honestly,
Whoa.
if I know women like I know women, like when it actually came and it was like the biggest hit of the century, she named it the Lazy Susan out of spite because Bob, with his smart mouth, telling all his friends, "Well, my lazy wife Susan." Well, it's the Lazy Susan while she's rolling in the dough.
Well, you know, and here's a weird hypothesis on that. Hypothesis.
Yeah, come on.
That's a big word. Oh, crap. What if it was named after Susan B. Anthony?
Oh, like who made the flag? You know.
Was she lazy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you stitching
Well, if
individual
she
stars on
stitched
flags,
the whole-
I don't think you that
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah.
I feel like Susan B. Anthony had some get up and go.
Definitely another Susan.
Or it's Susan Boyle.
It was a common theory that the name refers to maid servants who were often called Susans in the 18th century.
They just called all the maid Susans.
Now, that's not a bad idea.
Describe servants who were not working hard. This interpretation could be seen as a mildly derogatory or sexist.
Yeah, lazy.
Welcome to History Hour at the
There
David
we
Bradley
go.
Show.
You lazy Susan.
Yeah,
I think
lazy
I have a new
Susan.
favorite insult. You lazy. That's what I'm gonna start calling these waitresses that don't come back.
Hey,
It's all right,
Susan.
Susan.
Yeah, because either by the end of the dinner, I'm gonna be calling you hard working Susan, or I'm gonna call you lazy Susan.
And on
But
a
either
rare
way,
occasion,
somebody's getting called Susan.
we might call them throwing down with some green because they actually was a person.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can earn their name badges at the end of the night.
And everybody, please remember, this is a new thing going around, and I read about it the other day.
Uh-oh.
If you tip your waitresses or waiters, make sure you do it in cash. Because if you're doing it on the credit card,
They have to split it.
They get taxed on it and all kinds of other crap and have to wait till they get paid.
We started doing just asking them for like their Venmo or their Cash App or something so that we know it's going to them directly and then got to split it with everybody else.
Because also whenever we figured out they were splitting, like sometimes they have to split the tips and sometimes like we'll have a great waiter or waitress and then somebody else who ain't working hard, she's not getting some of your money.
We got a hard-working season.
Just because you showed up, you're about to get Amanda's tips who worked hard at our table?
Amanda earned those.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Where's Amanda live? I'm taking it to her house.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. So,
when you do the card, the company takes a piece of it too.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
And surely Jim, who was the CEO, didn't come here and help. Look,
He didn't wash dish one.
hey, come on.
I like that.
There you go. So, yeah.
That came from my mama a long time ago
ain't
because I
never
always was made to wash the dishes.
You ain't washed dish one.
And that was something she would say, you ain't washed dish one. And you talking about you done everything.
Look, I love that. I think I'm stealing that from you.
I wished I wasn't an only child sometimes.
How are you?
How was that?
Terrible.
Really?
I couldn't blame nothing on nobody.
That's a really good point.
imaginary friend.
Look, that's a really good point. But like, so okay, so did you have a lot of cousins, aunts and uncles, or
I had aunts, uncles, cousins, friends all over the freaking place.
okay?
But your parents had you and said, "Oh, never again."
Pretty much.
Oh, look,
They tried to kill me when I was little
there you go. Look.
because they threw me outside and my dad showed me, if the hose pipe's been laying in the yard all day, turn it on first and let it run a little bit.
Out of it.
Then you can drink out of it because that hose pipe get hot.
But hose pipe
Scalded.
water is the best water in
I
the
will
world.
tell you
And
what.
I've said that once I become an international superstar, I want to start a water company, and it's gonna be green hose pipe flavored.
There you go.
Like that is the best flavor of water, and it cures all ailments. Don't matter what you
Yeah.
got going
The
on.
yellow hose
Yeah.
pipe is pretty good too.
Yellow hose pipe is good.
I'm gonna just stop at green.
Give him another bottle of water since he threw that one across the floor.
But talking about that Lazy Susan made me think about when we were in Japan. We went to a conveyor belt restaurant.
I've heard of those.
And the first one, we sat down and a plate zipped by Dan and said, "Oh, I missed it."
I put in my order, but I thought that was my. I said, "Tree, grab it." And he was like, "Ma'am, it's gonna stop at your station when it's yours." I was like, "Oh shoot!"
I remember,
thought we had to gear up.
There was, I can't remember the name of this place, but it was in Nashville. It might have been on the outskirts of Nashville.
Do they have one there?
They had, not a Lazy Susan, they had a train. And the train come by your table.
Literal gravy train.
Yeah, and had the flatbeds with plates on it and stuff. And
Is that still around?
no,
No.
All the good stuff is gone.
I wonder if there's something even remotely similar to that in the area. I'm gonna look.
That's
you have to Google.
I feel like
I'm
all
going
the
to.
good stuff.
I'm going to.
conveyor belt restaurants.
I learned about is after the facts because they were talking about the place that was like an all-you-can-eat catfish buffet that wasn't far from the Opry. I was like, what?
Cock of the Walk.
Yeah.
I would hurt
Yeah.
myself, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the Opry's over here, the Opryland Hotel's there. You go past it and you'll see
That's over there.
Troubadour and a bunch of other places. Keep on going down that road
Yeah.
I wonder if Scoreboard got the.
and you'll go by the RV places. And it's right there on the left.
It's like way down over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's way down over
Yeah.
there. But they got some good catfish, though. And I tear up some damn catfish.
All you can eat catfish sound like a
Let me
challenge.
tell you
Give me some
what.
catfish, some white beans,
We gotta
cornbread.
bring you to Mississippi and take you to Cuevas.
Ooh.
Look, I don't care where you take me. I got a passport.
There you go.
Yes.
You'll probably need it to cross into Mississippi.
Don't matter to me.
There you go.
Nothing but
Yes,
fun. I love it.
Sushi train, there's one on White Brick Road.
Ah, sushi train.
Sushi train.
Do you know where White Bridge is?
No, they don't.
West Nashville?
West Nashville? Okay.
It's next to Trader Joe's and Target.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so you can go to
listen,
the sushi train, and then you can go to Trader Joe's, get what you want.
Yep. Listen, I mean.
On your way out of town, you can stop at Buc-ee's.
Are we
How
gonna
did
pass the
you
Buc-ee's?
know me?
Are y'all Buc-ee's fanatics?
How did you know?
Wow.
Listen, that is
Some
the
of
only
us
place-
more than others.
Definitely. The way she loves Christmas, she loves Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
I had this one pair of bell bottoms, favorite pair, and I need to get another. Actually, I got 3 of them from there. But Buc-ee's is the only place you can get brisket, bell bottoms, battery inverters, and all just in one stop.
There
I
you go.
love it.
Yep.
We really not gonna pass the Buc-ee's.
There was a place in Texas
Should be one in between.
down on I-10 coming out of Texas. And it was a part truck stop, part travel center, you know. And I would stop there every now and then. And they had barbecue.
I'm telling you, Buc-ee's brisket is undefeated.
I don't know. This one was pretty daggone good.
Oh, really? Wait, where did you say this was?
It's down on I-10 in Texas.
It's just a
No,
gas
then
station?
I know it's good.
Or
It's
no,
a
It was like a travel
travel
area.
Okay. Ooh.
Honestly,
It was like kind of like a Buc-ee's almost, but it
Okay.
was just real small.
Okay.
honestly, anywhere between Texas and Alabama, if you stop on side of the road, if they got gas and food, eat the food because
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was funny because over in El Paso, we stopped at a fuel stop all the time, and there was this funny old guy. He was 100% Mexican, and his wife, I guess, was 100% Mexican. And he would be right there off the side of the fuel island with that trunk open,
Oh,
big old cooler,
tamales?
and his wife handmade tamales and burritos and shit. Take my money.
That's
Just
right.
take
my
it.
money.
That's the best food you gonna find.
Just give me my money. Yeah.
All right. Girls, this has been fun. I love having y'all on the show.
Never long enough.
We get to chitting and chatting like old friends.
The great part about it is you're only down the street.
Right.
The good
Right.
part.
So,
Right, so-
we're going to get some barbecue. We're going to have some fun one day.
Yeah.
We should do a food review one night.
We really
We could do that.
should.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Everybody bring what they think is their favorite food from the
From a
restaurant.
different
Everybody will
restaurant.
try it, and we'll
Yes.
just we'll see who's
won't
got
you
the
just
best
make it?
taste.
Oh,
Ooh, now cooking. Let me now. I
don't
got
think we're
limited things that I
stationary
can
long
do.
enough.
you can make meatloaf.
I can't now. I'll make me
And deviled eggs.
soup, deviled eggs.
It's random.
It's random.
Hey, but it's
Let me
random.
tell you what I didn't. It's funny story. I got an apartment with my best friend from high school. Like once we graduated, and we were living down on the coast, and she would cook all the time.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, when you gonna cook one day?" I was like, "I can cook. That's fine." But I didn't know like meals had like
structure.
Baby, I cooked hamburgers and pancakes, and she was like, "What is this?" I didn't know.
Doesn't matter.
You should have made like the pancakes the bun.
Maybe.
Now that is a
But
hamburger.
honey, I love pancakes and I love hamburgers. So I
Yeah, but
said,
see, y'all was talking about meatloaf, and that made me think back. Mom used to make us meatloaf, but she didn't make the meatloaf. She made meatloaf balls and put them in an iron skillet. 6 of them. 5 around the outside, 1 in the middle. Had pepper, had onion, had everything you wanted in it. And it sat there, and she put it in the oven and let it cook in the oven.
cast iron skillet.
You talking about some of the best eating you ever had.
And I
got
thought it was
hungry.
just me because like I love like like the edge of the meatloaf. Oh, if their balls are all edges, oh my god.
Oh, yeah. You make them as brown as you want.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
hungry
now that you done got us hungry, we
Yeah, I
have to
know.
go get some food.
We gonna have to
Look.
find the buckets.
Look, right?
Here in
No, y'all ate before you got here,
All
see.
right, look. If my calculations are correct,
well digested.
Look, I'm telling you.
So how's Christmas album going?
It's been amazing. The Christmas shows. I think we're getting ready to do show number 4, and it has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I love it
It's been incredible.
because we've been sharing the crap out of it.
Oh, and it was so fun because like last night we did a show at the Ramen, and there was a lady in the front row. When I say she sang every word to every song we sang, even our originals. And like at one point, I'm just sitting here smiling, singing, watching her. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, people are really listening to this. But it's been been so
that's what I
fun.
love. I love hearing the audience interaction.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot of artists that are starting out, early artists, you know.
Yeah.
And they'll do a show somewhere and it'll be like one or two people in the crowd will be singing back to them and know every word.
I tell you what, that will never, ever, ever get old. It'll never get old. We even now, we have a couple fans who I always say we got Chapel Hart fans who've been to more shows than Chapel Hart. Okay,
This
Yeah.
point.
so they just know. But they're showing up at the shows and they're singing along to even the original Christmas song.
Awesome.
And I was like, man, it says so much that somebody that they feel seen and heard by your music, or that your music just connects to
Yeah.
them, to the place that they listen to it. So when they come to the concert, they know the words, they know
yeah.
the song, and so I think it's the biggest honor as a songwriter. I think that I don't know that your music resonates with people like that.
They would just give me goosebumps all over. I'd be like,
It never gets old.
yeah.
Especially overseas too.
That one blows my mind completely.
You know what else blows my mind is that like when we kind of started in this industry, probably 2019 we put out our very first album all together.
Right.
And people were like, we're going to make CDs. And they were like, no, everything's digital now. That'll be the stupidest thing that you'll ever do. We literally, our
did it
album's
anyway.
been out 1 month and we've sold over 1,000 units and
Oh, man.
physical copies. And I'm
Sweet.
just like, thank you so much to all the Chapel Hart fans. And for other people, and us, was like, even if you don't have a CD player, if you just get it, and put it up, or a lot of times we'll sign them if you come
Yeah.
to the show.
The CD's cute. You can hang it on your tree for an ornament.
And and like I said, and all those sales go like I always tell this, we were in New Orleans one time and this lady was like, she said, well, I love y'all and I love what y'all do, but I will not give a band money. She said, I do not contribute to drugs and alcohol. I said, girl, can't nobody afford drugs. It was like we trying to eat.
we trying to
Trying to have enough gas money to get down the road. Drugs are too expensive.
look, I can speak. See, I grew up in that 80s hair band metal, and I can honestly say we didn't buy our own stuff back then.
Hey.
No, somebody was telling us that one time how they would it would just be like in the green room.
It would be there.
It would be
It would be there.
Crazy.
Whatever you needed, it was there.
Now
That's
that's
wild.
rock and roll.
I'm telling you, it's.
If you could just fill my green room up with coconut water, I'll be good.
Well, see, back then it was all the rage.
There you go.
There was. We went to an after show party one time. I can't say what bands it was, but we went to an after show party, and the bands were there, and I swear, the coffee table looked like somebody took a 5-pound bag of flour
Like a winter wonderland.
and just dumped it right there, and I was just like,
What?
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
and then the bass player runs by in his underwear, and you're just like, what
in the world?
What did I just walk into?
Yeah, people ain't built like they used to. They used to.
No.
I don't even know if they could handle it these days. These kids so sensitive.
Oh,
Honey, we used to go out, get drunk, party,
Tender.
get home at 5 o'clock in the morning, have to be at work at 6:30 in the morning, still in the same clothes and the hand stamps from the clubs.
You want to know what's so funny? I saw a post that said, it said, I can't remember how it was saying, but it was like, well, back in my day, we used to have a smoking section in high school. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, really?
that is crazy.
Wait.
Yeah, they did.
Like, they used to have a smoking section at the
Yeah.
high school.
For the students?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
you got to think kids are 18 in high school.
Yeah,
And you
because
can buy cigarettes at 18.
ours was all the way at
Used
the
to.
end of the school, behind the gymnasium.
Oh, they made y'all work for it.
Yeah.
If you
In
go
the
and
high
smoke,
school,
you gonna
It
walk.
used to be in the bull ring in front of the high school, like in front of the.
That's insane.
No, what's the insane part was it wasn't just students. There was teachers out there too.
Teacher, Mr. Lee, you got a light.
Miss Mitchell, if you could just
Can I just hold
bring my
one?
lighter with me. That's funny.
Man.
That is crazy.
The teachers would still smoke in the teachers' lounge.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
That was when you could
'cause they could
smoke
smoke
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, you can smoke in a restaurant. You can do anything.
Oh, my gosh.
But that kind of made me think we talking about like all the rock and roll backstage stuff. We were looking through like footage from our first big girl tour, and it was after one random show, and the little Colgate wisps.
Yeah.
Like at one point, the entire band was all in the front of the tour bus, and everybody.
It was quiet, and you just heard.
I like looked around, and everybody was like just brushing their teeth. And Danica says, "Somewhere, there's a rock band with like a pile of cocaine or doing all kinds of drugs, and here we are."
And here we are whispering.
Wisping.
But we
Living
look
the
good.
life. Look, right? Oh, man.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love memory lane.
I tell you what. I tell you what.
I got to remember it now before I forget all of it.
Look. Look. Man, we had some fun tonight.
And I'm sure there's some stuff that I've done that I really want to forget about anyway.
Right.
I know I've done things that I was happy I blacked out for.
Well, hey, there you go.
Ladies, I love y'all. This has
love
been
you.
fun.
We love you.
And we're going to do this again because
Yes, food edition.
now that I know that y'all ain't all the way down in Mississippi all the time now.
Uh-huh.
Next time we're bringing food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can drive a regular car up here.
Whip our bus through the neighborhood.
Well, see, y'all were down in the history books because I took a picture of it. Y'all were the first one to show up in bus.
Really?
Yes.
Really? We made tonight. We made history.
Exactly. I love it.
Look, we love you and thank you for having us. Thank you for letting us.
Thank you.
Look, these crazy girls coming. Come
What?
to talk to you.
Well, see, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he said, "Who are you having on the show?" I said, "Chapel Hart." He said, "Those girls are crazy," and I said, "Yeah, pretty much." And he said, "But you can't do like a regular interview," and I said, "I don't do regular interviews anyway."
Anyway,
Trying to prep you for it.
there you go.
Go back to your own little corner and leave me alone. You know?
You go.
No, I got this.
Now watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing but fun. Ladies, I appreciate it so much. And Christmas for Kids, hopefully y'all will be there. That's December
Fingers crossed.
16.
December 16th. Christmas for Kids in Hendersonville.
Huh?
Y'all have no show.
Yes.
And
We gotta figure out which side of the world that we're like traveling. It's a
We're
travel
coming
day.
from like Georgia going to like Nebraska. So Nashville.
I think it's en route. So, but we are fingers crossed. Hopefully, we
Yeah.
can be there because
Who carries the most luggage?
Well, Derek is pretty. He keeps us on a 2-bag minimum. Really, he likes it to be one.
Bag.
Well, see, that's no further than there's no bag I can hide in.
And to be fair, right now, none of us have luggage.
Oh
so.
yeah. Oh, when we came
our
back
luggage
from
got
Japan,
sent to the wrong place, so we won't have our additional luggage, like our real luggage. But
So I've been tearing them Walmart pajamas.
But I
my
will
God.
say, I usually got to have another bag or purse or something. I have a hat bag too, like a hat
Box.
carrier.
Yeah.
So
And
I got
feel like-
something
and I
for
feel
you.
like the-
Right.
I got something
The
for
tote
you.
bags that have the extra stuff don't really count.
Yeah, we can get you in one of them.
That'll work. All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Chapel Art, tell everybody bye.
We love you. Until next time.
Until next time. Everybody, please like, share, follow, subscribe. It helps us all. Artists, podcasters, weird people. I don't care. Anybody. It helps us all. So y'all get to liking and sharing. Follow Chapel Hart. Tell everybody where they can find y'all.
Everywhere, Chapel Hart Band.
There
He
you
was
go.
ready.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Everywhere,
Everywhere. Everywhere.
except for down dark alleys.
Yes.
Yes.
That you could take a break.
Yeah. That's a different memory lane.
Right, look, that's a different lane.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Talk to y'all later. See ya. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Ta-dum-dum.
Yeah.